Welcome to Duke Crew Do It Yourself Series 6.
Today we're going to be doing the steering adjustment on the Sea-Doo RXTX 300. Also taking out some of the slack in the steering and adjusting your steering. A lot of times you might be going straight but your handlebars are just turned a little bit. I'm going to show you how to adjust that in just a minute. Most of the Sea-Doos come and they're not adjusted whatsoever. I've done two 2021s and I've done my 2022. I had to adjust some Sea-Doo on their adjustment cable. It's like it's too long and not enough to be able to adjust it far enough back, which leaves you with a little more play than what you want. But until Sea-Doo changes that, there ain't much you can do about that, and I'll show you why. First thing we do, we're gonna wake up. Just push the button, don't try to start, just put your key in and let it crank up. What we're gonna do, we're gonna hold in the reverse button, the reverse trigger. And that's gonna tell us to override, hit the mode button. And then we should be able to keep pressing it down. We're gonna put our lift gate down. It's already down and off. Pretty much was down already, but we're gonna get it down all the way here in a minute. I think that's it. Our lift gate is down. All right, so let's talk about this steering cable. You can see it right here. All right, you gotta loosen up this nut right here. And I wanna say it's an 8mm, but I might be wrong. But I have mine tightened up as far back as it will go. It won't tighten up anymore. I've got it all the way and then I put the nut back tight. And that's how you get most of that slack out. It ain't gonna take all the slack out, but it'll get most of your slack out of your steering. Very important you go ahead and do that first. Do this first. Go ahead and tighten it up. Make sure you get all the slack out of your cable that you can. Now, each model might be different. This is the RXTX 300, but I've done 3 of these already and they're all the same. The cable's like, you just can't get enough slack out of it. It's like the cable's too long or there's not enough adjustment on it. Be able to tighten it up a little bit more, that way you have a real tight steering. All right, we got our handlebars. We want to make sure you got a little point right here on the ridge and you see your cluster. Try to set your handlebars as close as you can to the center. What you would normally be riding would be straight. I want you to look at something here on the back gate. You kind of see this little point right here, and you see in the center of your quart nozzle back here, your steering nozzle. Well, we want to line that up as best as we can to straighten it up. As you can see, mine's pretty close. See the point? Can you kind of see the point and see the top? I'm pretty close. Mine needs to be adjusted just a hair to the right. All right, we got 2 bolts we need to take loose. I'm gonna take this one loose, and we'll take this one loose. I'm gonna take it off. This is my GoPro mount. We'll take this off, these 2 off, and we'll remove this cover, and I'll show you how to do it here in just a second. Got the bolts out. You just lift this up and slide it forward, and we're gonna show you what's inside there. All right, as you can see, this is your steering cable. This is your adjustment. It's like the adjustment part. But if you can see back in here, there's a little ring, and I'm gonna grab it. And you go pull back towards yourself. See, I just felt it. Just came loose. My hand's not much room, but you can kind of see that I'm wiggling it. There's a little thing, and then from there, you can turn that nut to the right, which makes the back of your jet ski, the nozzle turn to right, or you can turn it to the left, and it'll turn it left. So if you turn it left, your quart nozzle's gonna turn to the left, turn to the right, it's gonna turn to the right. So you adjust it here, and you go in the back and you look at it. What we wanna do, we're looking for this point to meet. And I'll show you another little trick you could do. All right, what I got here, I got a level, which has a great straight edge. And I'm just lining it up, make sure I'm lined up with that point on the bucket to the point, to that rib on the venturi, the steering venturi. Okay. You can eyeball it, see if they're pretty even. I think right now mine is pretty well matched. You can see the point, kind of line it up, see how good it lines up. And then from there, once you ride it, if you're steering just a little bit to the left, then you will you do everything I just showed you, turn it to the right. Just do a quarter, half turn, and the next time you ride, then just do small adjustments till you finally get your steering right. So when you're done getting it all even or aligned in the back. Come back in here, that little ring, that little lock-in ring, you're gonna push it back forward. You'll feel it clip in. Once it's clipped in, you cannot turn that adjuster anymore. Once it's clipped in, you can't move it anymore. So once you got it where you want it, then like I said, you go ride, you can just kind of tweak it as you go. It's very simple. It takes a whole 10 minutes to do this. So I will start putting everything back together. Get these two tighten back down. There we go. Easy. Until next time, I'm Brad Bertrand with Do Crew. Do it yourself and keep your money in your pocket.